a soft focus here. Check one, check one.
I didn't get you. Oh, no. It's already ready. Oh, yeah, take it. So what? I've been down. Where's been down? Hey, where the car at anyway?
Okay, fine. All right. I'm standing here in, what is this? Jersey City, New Jersey, right?
Right.
And I'm talking with, after I'm finding out, after about 53 years, a cousin of mine, John Clark. John, I want you to give me some kind of an idea as to how this all got started. You know, I'm just meeting you guys for the first time.
They're having a family reunion this year. This is from my mother's side.
Mm-hmm.
So they're having it here in Jersey City. So now, you know, all the year we got family all over. I didn't even know I had this many people here in Jersey City.
Mm-hmm.
We got so many people in Jersey City I didn't even know about till it
You
started.
mean there are more in Jersey City than just you and your family?
Yeah, the whole, from my mother's side and people I didn't even know about.
Uh-huh.
And they live right around me, but I didn't know about it. So when they started getting the family reunion together, then we found out we had relatives all over the city.
Okay, now tell me something. This picture here, this is John Clark here, right?
That's this is John.
Okay, now what is your relationship to this John?
This is my grandfather's brother.
Your grandfather's brother.
Yeah. Willie. They used to call him Willie Coon. His name was Willie Clark. They call him Willie Coon.
Now let me tell you something. My name used to be Willie too. I used to be Willie Charles. Okay, until I got cute and decided to make it Bill.
And change your name.
But I guess I'm still Willie in the heart here.
Yeah, well that's what it's the same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, because my brother, I got a brother named Willie. They kept naming him on down the line. They named me John, but my father was named John.
Okay.
And then they named me John. And then after that, they knocked the Johns off. And so I don't remember another John beside me.
Okay, now do me a favor and go through a list of your family of all the folks that are here right now that you can remember.
Of all the people I can remember? All right, now, all the people I can remember.
First of all, let's start with your immediate family, your brothers and your sisters.
Well, I got, how many sisters I got left? I got one. I only had two sisters, so I got one sister left. And I got 5 brothers left.
Okay, can you give me their names?
When the brothers started, Eugene. No, Frank is the first, then Eugene.
Right.
And behind Eugene is Willie. And behind Willie is Edward and Jeff. And that's all the brothers.
Okay.
I got one sister left, which is Elizabeth.
Okay.
Now Elizabeth was named after my mother's cousin, which was Lee, but she was in Macon, Georgia.
Okay.
All right, now when you go back to that, and when you used to go to Macon years ago, you went to Macon, the family had a barber shop. Was the only barber shop in Macon. That was my grandfather's brother's barber shop.
Okay.
Which was Lee Barber Shop. You got to find somebody older, some of the older people, they'll know about it. So they had this all through the years. Now, my aunt Elizabeth, which was my cousin Elizabeth, which was my mother's cousin. Now, my mother went to school there. She finished school in Macon, Georgia, too.
Okay.
And then after that, she always remembered her cousin Elizabeth.
Okay.
And then so when I had a sister, they named her after her.
Oh, okay.
So that's how my sister got to be named Elizabeth.
All right.
Yeah, and then on down the line. And Bessie, I don't know where they come in with Bessie. I don't know where they got that name, but the one that died.
Right.
Because I tell you the truth, that was the only Bessie in the family. We had no other Bessie in the family. That was the only one. And you know, on down the line, you know. And like now, we always held about my cousin this and The one living in Albany, New York. What was his name? John. His name was John too, wasn't it? But the one living in Albany, New York.
In Albany, New York?
Yeah. What was his name? John or Willie?
You know, I don't know. You know this.
Yeah. Well,
this
we had when he was my father's brother too.
Okay.
Now I don't know whether that was had anything to do with Joe. But you was not. Now, you didn't know anything about the one in Albany.
To be honest with you, this is the first opportunity I've had to meet anybody on the Clark side of the family. You know, and when I first heard about, let me tell you how I came about this. You remember this picture right here?
Right.
The gentleman right here. Now, I don't know if he's in your family or not, but his name was Jeff Clark. Okay.
Yeah.
And he passed. And when he passed, my mom called me and shared with me that my cousin had passed, right?
What was he at?
He was in Albany. This is in Albany. It's where this picture was taken at my
Albany?
grandmother's funeral, whose name was Freda May Clark, who was married to John Clark, who's in this picture here. Okay?
All right.
And after he passed, then what I did, I wrote a letter to his wife, just apologizing for not really getting to know who she was, right? And then what happened was then I got a letter from Logan. After about 4 or 5 months, I got a letter from Logan. And all he did was just sent me a copy of the program. All right. And I went through the phone company and found his telephone number and called him, and then we ended up talking back and forth. And this has been about 4 or 5 years ago. So I've just kind of been on the track here trying to find folks ever since then.
When you got a hold of Logan Jr. or Logan? Because Logan passed too, you know.
No, Logan Jr. is who I got in touch with.
Okay, well, right. His father passed a few years
back
too.
That's who I got in touch with.
Now, like I grew up with his father.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We grew up together. We used to fight every day.
You guys still fight?
No, but that was when he come up. You know, we was coming up. You know, and so his mother, you know, which was married to my Uncle Jeff. So now she didn't want me and Logan fighting all the time. So I used to go home on vacation and stuff like that, saying, "It matter where's Logan." She said he comes by the house sometime, but she would never tell me where he lived at. Now when my brother Gene used to go down there. She tells Gene where he at. Gene used to see him all the time, but I never see him. I never see Logan after I left home until his mother passed. She passed some years ago. After Uncle Jeff died, she came up to Nook.
Right.
And she was living up here with Estelle, which he brought her up. And then after he brought her up here, and Aunt Mattie was sick, she had a stroke and everything. And then that's when I got to, you know, really know about everybody. You know,
right. Well, that's what I'm trying to do right now.
Now we got one cousin too. Now I got a cousin over there. I was down there last summer when the water broke in Albany. You know, when they had all that,
all that flood.
Right. And you know the kids that got drowned in that place. Those are my kids, my friends' kids, grandkids. They got drowned in there. I know them all well, cause they were going to meet me up there. But see, I wanted to stay, but then I had said I'm going to get out of there, so I had made a reservation to leave Thursday. But I was going to go down to Albany that Wednesday. And when I got ready to go to Albany Wednesday, you couldn't go to Albany because they had all the roads blocked out.
Right.
Because the water was everywhere.
Right.
And then that's when I got down there late after they opened up the highway. And I got down there, but I didn't ever get to see none of my cousins. I got so many people down there. And when I got down there to the airport, going to the hotel where I was living at, I got a bus from there, which took me to the hotel.
Well, you know what? I just want to say something to you. For a long time, I'd look at myself in the mirror, and I couldn't figure out who I looked like. I don't have to worry about that ever again. Look, I look at the hair, look at the sideburns, the mustaches. It's all set the same. My older brother, Philip, it's ironic. You look at him from the side, looks like your twin from the side. He's about 6'4". He's a big guy.
Yeah, well, I was short. I had to work so much, so they didn't let me grow up.
Well, you know, listen, it's just a joy having a chance to talk with you because
nobody, right? But Jeff had told me you was coming over, so I told Jeff I get to see him. When you walked in the church, then I could look at you right there. And I said, that's got to be him there.
Well, you know, I think what I'd like to be able to do as we go on with the rest of the day here to try and get to know, and for the folks that you see coming in, send them over to me so I can at least get their names and their phone numbers and things so we know where they are. And then I'm going to compile something here so that we can send out to everybody. So they'll have it, and so that for down the road, the kids will have something they'll be able to see. Okay? John, thanks so much for your time.
Okay, now where you live in
I live in Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
Cherry Hill, New
Yeah, I'm
Jersey?
right down
Oh,
the road here.
You're right there with the big shot.
Oh, don't start no mess. Look, they let me live down there. That's what that is. Yeah.
That's good. Good
But
for you.
it's nice. And
We used to go down there. We used to have a bus ride going there sometime years ago.
let me stop the camera.
It was a place down there. I had.
Darlene, quit hiding over
I
there.
had. This is my oldest daughter. What I had? Six.
All right, Darlene.
Susan
I'm your.
Jones.
I guess. What? I don't
Six
know. I don't know where we
brothers,
are in the
yeah.
line, but I guess we're cousins too.
Oh, okay.
My name is Bill Morgan, and my mother is Rosalia Clark, who was the sister to Willie Clark, who was right over here in Manhattan. Okay, and these guys are all connected somehow or other, and I just found all this out.
Oh, okay.
You know, so I'm just trying to find everybody.
Right, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because
So, where do you live, Darlene?
in Jersey City.
Right in Jersey City?
On Emerson Avenue.
Okay. Well, I want you to make sure that you sign this book over here. Let me know where your phone number and your address and everything. is. So
Okay.
that, what we're trying to do is to put together a video and essentially a CD-ROM so that everybody will know who everybody is.
Okay.
Okay. So that as the kids come along, they'll be able to get this information.
All right.
And know who everybody is.
Who and where they came
Yeah.
from. Okay.
So I don't have to be walking around here saying,
Who's this?
Who is
Yeah,
this?
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So I want you to know it's my pleasure meeting you. All
It's
right.
nice meeting
and
you,
don't make
too.
yourself a stranger.
Okay.
Okay.
You live in Jersey City?
No, I'm in Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But you can always come down.
Okay.
Is that right,
All
Pop?
right. So I'll put my
Right over here, okay? Thank you, dear.
Put my phone number and everything.
Helen, Helen.
Yeah, but she moved back to Florida.
Yeah, because I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to catch up with her. But like I
she
said,
back in Jacksonville.
I made it my point, to try to visit them all.
Well, see, you're a musician, so you're in service there. You get them, you get that time off and stuff like that.
And see, wherever I was stationed at, I've been lucky that somebody in the
right.
family that
They'll be there, right?
will be there.
Right.
Good for
So
you.
I didn't have no problem. Good thing.
Well, you know what, Logan, let me tell you
took
something.
stuff from the house, right?
I just want you to know that if it had not been for you, this never would have gotten started. And I want you to know how much I appreciate it, man, because you know what? There are just so many things that have been going on throughout the years that there just have not been any answers to. And let me ask you just kind of briefly, the things that you understand about all this stuff and how it kind of all occurred. Now, you and I were talking a little earlier, and you were telling me how when you used to go and visit and they wouldn't go home.
Yeah.
Now, who were you staying with?
Okay, I was staying with my grandmother, Mary Clark, and my grandfather, Jeff Clark,
Okay.
and everything. And matter of fact, I was born.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me hear her name again was
Maddie.
Maddie Clark. Okay.
Right. And I was born there at their house
Okay.
on Cotton Street and
Mhm.
everything. And like I say, they took care of me,
Mhm.
spoiled me. So like I say, I never want to go home. I always want to stay with them.
Right.
So, and by me, just staying there with them and everything, that's how I got to, to see a lot of the Clark, and the Ellington family,
Ellington.
Ellington, right.
Okay.
And
Now,
everything.
who were the Ellingtons?
Laura and Sherman Ellington was Maddie mother and father.
Okay.
And everything.
Okay. So they were the mom and dad of Maddie, who was married to Jeff.
Right.
Okay. And, that's really kind of how this thing got started, because my mom called me and told me that my cousin had passed, who was Jeff, right? And then I sent the letter to Maddie to apologize. Remember the one that you read?
Yep.
Because I didn't know the rest of the family. And then here you come 5 months later and sending me a copy of the program, and then I got in touch with you by phone.
Right.
Okay. And well, I tell you, what? To me, I think right now it's probably one of the best things that could have happened to me, because it's given me a sense of a presence of my here and now. Because the reality was that I didn't know I had any other family other than my immediate family, my mom and my, and her brother and sisters at the time. And my mother had another brother, and I can't remember his name. I'm not sure if it was John also, but they used to call him Bruh. Do you remember what his name was? Okay, but what we essentially did was I began to say, all right, now look, what am I going to do about this? I need to kind of follow this through, but I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this. So that's when I said, well, look, let me get in contact with somebody. And that's when I went through the phone book to try and find you. And of course, we've had the opportunity of talking over the phone, and you come down, and we've had a good time at the office talking about old times and that kind of thing, even though I didn't know what the old times were. But it was just good to get to know what the past was all about, and to really find out that you have somebody else in the world other than just the immediate people. So I want you to just, I want to say to you, I appreciate what you have done for me, all right? And what I'm going to do right now, I want to step out of the picture, and I'm going to give you the microphone, and you tell me a little bit about yourself and how this whole thing got started with you, okay?
Okay, first of all, my name is Logan Nelson Jr. My father was Logan Nelson Sr., which is Mattie Lee Clark's son. We originated from Albany, Georgia, and everything. And I have approximately seven brothers, I might say, and one sister. So, like I said, my family is small in nature, but the Clark family is humongous, you know. And
Never know that.
like I said, and they are spread out all over the country. So that's
all over the country.
right.
These
So,
are some of the guys here, right?
right, and everything. Matter of fact, this is basically the biggest of them here, and everything.
The largest amount of them are right here in this area.
Right.
Okay.
And of the older generation, there's only 3 of them. Well, right now it's 2 that's still alive. Aunt Ella and Aunt Fanny in Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay.
So, and one of the long distance cousins, which is Odell Jenkins, is in Albany, Georgia.
So what are you doing with yourself now?
Right now, I am.
Don't laugh. Tell me what you do with yourself now.
Right now, I'm in the military.
Okay.
I've been in the Army for 22 years.
Enjoying the fruits of Uncle Sam. Right?
There you go.
I don't blame you. I wish I could. Oh, boy. All right, okay. Very good. Okay, I want to do this right. Now, who was who now?
Okay.
We're trying to get this thing together here as to who's related to who. Your name, first of all.
Okay, my name is Jane Clark.
Okay.
Okay?
And this is
Andrew
This
Clark.
is Andrew Clark.
Okay.
Okay, now.
Now, how does this thing work out here?
Okay, now, I was married to Walter Clark, who's his father.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Who was Willis Clark's son.
Okay.
Willis Clark and John Clark were brothers.
All right.
Okay? John Clark was your grandfather.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, wait.
Hold on for a second.
His
Keep
grandfather
talking.
and your grandfather were brothers.
There we go.
This guy here.
Yes. In fact, I have a picture of him in a frame.
Okay.
Okay? His grandfather and your grandfather were brothers.
There you go.
There you go.
Got it?
Okay. All right.
See, give me a couple minutes. I can figure it out.
That's what I'm trying to get to. I want it figured out because we're trying to keep this so that we can, as he decides to have kids or whatever, if he doesn't, he has
I already
already
made his decision.
Well, that's my point. They don't even know we exist.
True.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And
Where
so
do you live?
I live in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. I'm right down the street from you.
Okay. Well, no, I'm in Inglewood.
You're in Inglewood? Still right down the street.
Where's Cherry Hill?
Cherry Hill is in
Cherry
South
Hill's
Jersey.
not that
It's in
far.
South Jersey. It's about 60 miles from Inglewood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay?
Cherry
And-
Hill is
Right across from Philadelphia. Philadelphia, you got Camden, Pennsauken, Cherry Hill. Right off of the exit 4 of the turnpike. That's where Cherry Hill is.
Yeah.
Okay? So really it's not that far at all.
No, I'll have to get down there.
Listen, that's what this is all about. I've come because we want to put this on tape and eventually put it on CD-ROM so that as the kids grow, they'll be able to pull all this stuff out and it'll never be lost.
Yeah.
I'm
And they'll know
I'm 53 years old, and I'm just finding out you guys exist.
Well, see, the thing is, that's the problem. There's so many that, people went all about, and they just sort of lost track of each other.
Right.
Because now, oh Lord, what's her name? She's in Michigan.
Jane.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Jane knows everything and not telling anything. That's all right. I'm gonna get her.
I knew she was in Michigan.
Yeah, she's up in Saginaw.
Yeah, that's it, right? But now, we hadn't seen her
Well, see, that's the older
till your
crowd.
Uncle Jeff died.
The younger,
Right.
the,
You know.
younger
Mhm.
the younger generation doesn't know anybody because the older generation has not told us.
I don't
Exactly.
think that's true now.
Yes, it is.
Now you're absolutely right. Look,
Because
he's
I
telling the
try-
truth because I
because
didn't know.
I
Wait a
try and
second.
get around, and I try
Wait a
and,
second.
you know.
When you were younger, I mean, I don't have to take you by the hand now. When you were younger, we took you all over the place.
When I was younger, but
you
then when I
guys
grew
can't
up, I
ever
don't know where these
remember
people
who
are.
anybody is.
Yeah, but you know what? If he's like me, and let me share this with you, if he's like me, and remember, being a child, although you meet these people, you don't retain the names and the identification of the relationship.
I mean, people
That's why-
now and saying, they're saying to me, "Hi, remember me?" I'm like, "No,
But wait
I
a
don't
second,
remember
no.
you."
Yeah.
Wait a second, no.
Okay.
I'm married
Well,
into this, and I can
let's-
remember it.
let's hold on for a second. Let's finish.
You're saying you married into the family and you remember, but she has. You have to think that when you married into the family, you were grown already.
I know, but I
And
still.
it's- no,
But wait
no.
a second, no. You know how many people there were, and I still managed to keep track of
No,
who
the
was
point
who.
is, I'm
Okay.
grown now.
Y'all
This is the
don't
time
have
that I
good
need to learn.
mind.
All right. What I
You
want
remember
you
things
to
when
do
you're grown.
now, are there any more else in the family that you know? If you can, kind of bring them over so I can get to know. We're going to put all this stuff down as best we can on video, okay? And the young Gwen is from California.
Yeah, that's Bessie's daughter.
This
This is Bessie's daughter.
may I talk with you for a moment, please? My name is Bill Morgan. I understand that we're related. I'm the son of Rosalia Clark, who is the sister of Jane Clark, or Jane Clark Foles, who is the sister of Willie Clark from over here in Manhattan.
Here's how it goes.
Okay?
Here's how it goes now. I'm going to make this simple for you, okay? His grandfather and your great-grandfather were brothers. I'm
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Have no fear. I'm just, come on in because you're the husband. I want you to get close here, too.
By the time you get finished, the child's going to be confused.
Now, listen, I'm about as confused as they come because I don't know anything either. But we're trying to figure this whole out. And what we're trying to do is this. I appreciate that. So what we're trying to do is to put all this stuff down on video as best as we can, all right? And then with my younger brother, we're going to try and form a family tree so that we can not only mail it out, but have a video archive that will also follow it along, okay? And once it gets done on video, we're going to put it also on CD-ROM so that everybody, the kids can have it and put it in their machines and it's never lost. All right? And the only thing that'll make it be lost is when Christ comes. We don't have to worry about that. All right? So you go ahead on. I just want to take a moment to meet you. And I'm going to meet your husband, too, right? Bill Morgan. It's my pleasure. Yes, the address and phone numbers right here, please, if you would. Thank you so much. Okay. Look, don't be hiding over here. And you are
Willie.
Willie Clark,
Willie
right?
Clark,
Willie
yeah.
Clark. Well, I'm not quite Willie Clark. I'm Willie Morgan. So
Yes,
we're about as
close.
close. That's close,
Close,
huh?
right.
Well, and that was my uncle's name, remember?
Yeah, right.
And we're going to make sure, man. I want to make sure. And where you live, Willie?
Right now I'm in Brooklyn.
Oh, you're in Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Well, still, we're not that far apart from each other.
Yeah.
We're right down the street.
Where you at?
I'm in Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
Oh,
That's right. Oh, that's really right down the street.
Oh, that's
About-
way
about-
down.
Nah,
That's way
what,
down.
about 50, 60 miles. No,
Yeah.
that's about 80 miles,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I plan to come that way pretty soon anyway.
Okay, well, before you leave, I want you to make sure that you sign your name and address and everything so that we can kind of stay in touch. My younger brother and I are compiling a family tree and a history kind of thing so that eventually we'll be able to get as much of this stuff out to you guys as possible so everybody will have it.
Okay, that's good.
I appreciate
Sure.
you stopping by, man. All right, take
All
care.
right, take care.
Bye-bye.
Danny and them, they got the.
Get away. Come on over here. Don't be getting crazy.
Oh, you
Right
guys
here.
done already?
Yeah. Okay, now your name is
I'm Lawrence Jeff Clark
Lawrence Jeff Clark. Lawrence, you live where?
at 156A Martin Luther King Drive in Jersey City, New Jersey.
Jersey City, New Jersey. Lawrence, let's go by Jeff. How's that?
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, with our meeting over the telephone here just a few months ago, it's kind of interesting for me to, first of all, to find that you're living this close
Oh.
and being in the family. For you to hear, first of all, to even know that I exist.
Yeah.
What does that kind of do for you?
Yeah, but I always knew that, granddaddy's brother had children.
Uh-huh.
In fact, I knew your grandmother.
Okay.
Because my mother took me there when I was a young child.
Okay.
And I remember her, but like a grandfather, grandfather, I only saw pictures of him.
Right. Okay, well, I just want you to know that I appreciate your taking the time out to even let me know that this was going on.
Oh, yeah.
Although, it's not the best of occasions, but it
Yeah.
still gives us all an opportunity to get to know each other.
Yeah, but that's what we wanted to, I always wanted to be a family. And like I said, when your uncle died some months ago, last year I think it was, after that I said to myself that was, the side of the family we'll probably, never
all right.
get to meet, you know. but God has His way of
That's just what I was getting ready to say.
answering prayers. Yeah. So,
Well, man, I just want you to know that it's a privilege for me to get to know you and
Oh, yeah.
the folk that I'm getting to know today. All right, so as many as you can, if you can run on this way, I'd appreciate that. All right,
Okay.
thanks so much.
All right.
Here, all right, God bless. Okay, now what is your name? Vendetta. You are whose daughter? This is mom's. This is mom over here. Okay, now let me get a shot of mom so I can get the relationship as to who's who. Okay. All right, fine.
My grandfather is the one that looks like you.
And this is Dana, right? All right. Your father's James. Okay. All right, fine.
My brother.
Okay. All right. What channel you gonna be on tonight? Yeah. This is gonna be the Clark channel. Oh, the Clark channel. Oh yes. Make sure we have this for posterity. Getting everybody here. I'm sorry? I didn't hear you. I'm a Clark, yes. Yes, I'm a Clark. My mother is Rosalia Clark, who was Willie Clark's sister. Yeah, and Willie remember he lived over in Manhattan for a long time, over in New Rochelle. Okay. From Albany? From Albany. Honey, we all from way down yonder. From Dawson? Oh, okay. And your name is? You're John Wesley. Okay.
I'm Odessa. I'm Odessa. I live in Springfield Gardens, Queens.
Okay, hold on one second. You are Odessa, and you're from Springfield Gardens, Queens, right? Okay, and your name, please?
Daria Lee, John Wesley's second oldest daughter.
Okay, John
Wesley.
Okay, and your name again is?
Daria.
Daria. Okay, pretty. All right, very nice. Okay, and this young man here.
I'm married. I'm John Wesley's third son.
Okay.
7 of John Wesley's children.
All right, number 7. John Wesley was busy. Praise the Lord.
John Wesley had 5 sons.
All right. John Wesley had 5 sons and 5 daughters. All right.
Make sure you kept. Okay, you probably said that where they never sleep.
I got that. All right, now this young lady down here in the corner. This is Bessie's daughter, right? She's from Los Angeles. Please remind me before you leave, my mother and father are in Los Angeles. My daughter is in LA too. All right? See, family's right there around the corner from me. Okay, so I'll make sure that you know where they are, okay? And your name? That's right, I'm pointing at you.
My name?
No. You're Annie. Okay, now whose daughter are you, Annie? You're Jeff's wife, which is this handsome dude right here. Okay. Now, this is my neighbor who lives in Willingboro.
Yes.
And your name, please?
I'm Anita Edwards.
Anita Edwards. And you're in Willingboro, New Jersey, right? Okay, and this young handsome man with you?
That's my husband.
That's your husband. Howard, all right?
No, Alan.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oops. Wrong man. Alan. All right, Alan. Well, we'll really get an opportunity to get to talk since we're close. All right. Okay, good. Let me get form. Your name, sir? We're not going to send it to the government. We're going to keep this in the family. I can't hear you. Huntley Armstrong. Huntley Armstrong. Okay, Huntley, how do I spell that so that I make sure that I want to put the graphic? Okay, just like it's spelled, just like it sounds. All right, fine, thank you. And the young lady. Okay. And this gentleman here. Andrew Armstrong. Edward Armstrong. Okay. And you're related to the Clarks? How so? Okay, first cousins. Okay. And that's your wife when you're right? Okay, very fine. To make sure I get all this straight so when we get back we can identify everybody properly. And this young lady right here? Martha. Your last name? Okay, all right, fine. All right. And this young lady right here. Your name, please? Elizabeth? What's your last name, Elizabeth? Okay, McLean. Okay. I'm trying to hear out 2 ears. This one is coming here plus over here. All right, good. All right. What's your name, young man?
James Edward Clark.
James Edward Clark?
Edward James Armstrong over there. My name is James Edward.
Okay. Where you live, James?
I live in Jersey City.
Jersey City? Okay. Mostly everybody's from up in this area, right? Okay. Well, I just wanted to make sure that I have this so that we put this together. Everybody's going to look good and cute. All right. Thanks, James. All right, man. All right. Folk, are you all a part of this Clark family? Who are you? First of all, tell me what your name is. Okay. This is Paul. All right, Paul. What your last name again, Paul? Austin. A-U-S-T-I-N?
A-L-S-T-O-N.
Oh, Alston. Okay, fine. All right. Somebody disappeared. Where'd she go? Hold on a sec. Okay, this is your niece. What's your name, huh? Jasmine. Okay, I just want to make sure for identification purposes, okay? How do I spell that? Oh, okay, all right. All right, just want to be sure. Get a shot of everybody here and get names of everybody so that I know who's who. Don't be frowning up. You can't help because you're cute. Don't even try it. Okay, what's your name, dear? I'm on the very end down there. You're Diane? Okay.
Janelle is Diane's daughter.
Janelle, is that what you said?
Janelle is Diane's daughter.
Okay, all right. Now, are you in the family too? Okay, where in the family? I know how that is. Sometimes I like to forget my dad too, but that's all right. Okay. All right, fine. Sir, your name. All right, finish your chicken first. I understand. See, he had to get cool. You know what I'm saying? They had to lean in a little bit. Steve? Okay, and you are related to whom? That's your sister. Oh, okay. And your sister's over here? Okay, we'll get it from the other side, but I just want to make sure that I get a relationship here. All right, young man, your name?
Byron.
Byron McLean. You are related to?
Janie Clark.
Janie Clark? Okay. I've heard the name. I'll make the association after a while. And after I see the video a few thousand times, I'll know who's who. All right, good. Let me go to this side over here. And I know what he does. He sells teeth for a living, right? And your name? Theodore Clark. And you are related how? Okay, well, you got to remember, I don't know who Theodore Clark is. So you have to give me the relationship and how that works. Oh, okay, that's fine. Her father's brother. All right, I'll get that relationship all squared away. And who's this little cute lady right here? That's your daughter. And what's her name? Chiquita. Chiquita. How do I spell that? Like the banana? Like the banana? C-H-I-Q. Okay, very fine. And your name, young man? Theodore Clark. All right, Theodore. Who's your dad, Theodore? Oh, the big guy on the end? All right. See, he's got dad's smile too. All right, young man. You just a friend? That's all right. We're glad to have you too. What's your name? Scott. Pleasure, Scott. All right, young lady.
I'm Dana Inez Clark. You will remember me because I'm 45. Would you stop it? Daisy Clark and John Clark Jr.'s granddaughter. I'm the little one that grew up in the hospital.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, all right.
How tall am I? I'm 5'1.5", trying to be 5'2".
I know how that is. I understand. My older daughter, she's 4'11", trying to be 5 foot. So I understand.
But girl, I understand.
You know.
I understand that.
Okay. I got you before, but here. Okay.
My father was Walter Clark.
Okay.
Uncle Doug.
Walter Clark, his brother was her grandfather's brother.
Okay. Okay. Very good. Got you before we get the cute ladies now. Then we start. All right. All right. Your name, dear?
I'm Betty Clark.
You're Betty Clark. All right. Now, Betty, what is the relationship you to the family? I'm getting all this stuff for posterity here.
I'm married to Theodore Clark.
You married to Theodore Clark?
The first son that died.
Okay. All right, fine. And you live up in this area?
Yeah, I live near the boulevard.
Near where?
The boulevard.
Oh, okay. I'm not from up here, so I don't know where the boulevard is.
It's up near Durham Square.
Okay. All right. Very, very fine. And this young lady here?
That's my daughter.
That's your daughter? Okay. And she's eating, so she says, don't bother me. And this young man right here?
That's my grandson. That's Casimir.
Casimir?
Casimir Clark.
Casimir Clark. How old are you, Casimir? 8? Oh, okay. You're an old man. You're older than I am. That's what I'm doing, because I've been trying to find this out all my life, and nobody would tell me anything.
Family reunion in July.
Well, if you all let me know when it is, I will be there. Okay? Okay, now you have to tell me who's who at this table. Who's who?
Everybody introduce themselves.
Well, we'll start with Willie C. down here on the end. And now, the reason why I start with him, because that's what my name used to be till I got grown. And I changed it. You know how that is? And now it's Bill C. with one L, see?
What's the C
for? You know what? It doesn't stand for anything now. I got real grown. I said, since you all don't know who I am, I'm going to change it. And I changed it to just C, period. You know? So things get a little crazy. All right, now who's this to your right, Willie?
Samela.
She can tell me your name. And you're related in the family? Tell me how all this. Okay, that's all right. We still love you and glad to have you here. All right. And on your left.
My name is Joan, and I'm Willie
Hey, look, don't start that. All things are possible now. That's right. That's right. All right. And your name, please?
I'm Gail Williams. I'm Willie's other daughter.
Oh, okay. Hey, well, you've been busy, buddy.
I got a lot of children.
All these children here.
You all work with him.
You all work with Willie? Good. All right, that's fine. And you?
I'm Marjorie. I'm the baby girl.
You're the baby girl in the family, huh? Well, help yourself, honey.
She's the oldest right here.
Okay, she's the oldest? All right, I'm not going to touch that. I'm going to leave that alone. You know what I mean? Okay. And your name?
I'm Mamie, and I'm the little baby girl.
Oh, Lord. We all need to pray now. Okay. And what's your last name, Mamie?
Mamie
Coombs. Coombs. K-U-N-T-Z? K-W-O-N-C-E. All right, just to make sure, so when we put all the right graphics on, we spell the name correctly. All right. All right, my pleasure. And this young lady here. Hold on. Now this is the wife, right? Yes. All right, your name? Again? Runette? Okay, how do I spell that? R-U-N-E-T. Your last name? Durham. D-U-R-H-A-M? All right. Shucks, I wasn't a state spelling bee champ in Oklahoma for nothing. Go ahead, y'all. All right, good. Thank you so much here. Uh-huh.
Do you know what this is?
You get it right. You get it right. The television? Yeah. Well, I own my own video production company. Okay. Yeah. And we produce programming for television as well as commercials, for air. Yeah. Okay. Now your name? I can't hear you. Lawrence Clark Jr., right? Lawrence, how old are you, Lawrence? 30? My son's 27. All right, now you're Big Lawrence's son, right? I live with Big Lawrence. All right, and you guys live up here in Jersey City? All right. I just wanted to make sure that I get a good shot of you. And how do I spell your name? Lawrence? Okay, just to make sure so when I put all the caps up. Okay, Lawrence. Thanks, buddy. All right. Right.
But I knew about them, but I never met them. Like I was young and I always had questions. My mother had questions.
Right.
And they told me about it, but we never met them.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I think the time has come for everybody to kind of fess up myself.
Well, that's just it, because in the first place, let's put it this way. If the man did do it, they ain't doing it no more.
That's exactly my point. So why are they hiding now? You know?
I mean, you don't have to protect anybody's daughter that you kind of sneaked around with at this point. She's either in the grave with you, honey, or she's so doggone old she should have been in the grave with you.
Isn't that the truth? That is so true. So why hide stuff at this point,
I mean,
well,
okay, you might have been in a day and age when, hey, this is a no, we don't do this kind of thing. Don't make no difference now.
they did all kinds of things in those days.
And the wives stayed with them. And they,
What about run copies of tape?
Yeah.